What's up YouTube? In this video I'll be showing you how to make a train station, but not only have I made the train station building, I have also designed an interior for the train station. If we come in here, we have a place where we can buy tickets. We also have a place where we can wait with said tickets because we don't want to wait out on the platform. It's cold out there. Why don't we stay in here where it's comfy? We also have a couple of toilets because nobody wants to use a train's toilets. Trust me. You do not want to go in there. It's worse than McDonald's. We also have a nice place where we can buy a coffee or a cookie or even a cheeky slice of cake whilst we wait. It is much better in here than out there, trust me. And we also have a nice little turnstile where we can relinquish our ticket so that we can actually get out onto the platform and we can catch the train and get back all the way in time so that we can watch Emmerdale. We also have a couple of different trains. This first one is, well, the first one that I built, and I realized that it doesn't really fit the theme of this train station. This is a more old style station, so this is a more up-to-date train, old station. I still love the train anyway, but I realized that I should probably build a train that's a little bit more in line with the current station. So this is kind of like an old-fashioned-ish steam train that fits more in line with the actual station that I've built. But there's no reason that both of these trains couldn't exist at the same station because, of course, not every single train station that you come across will be up to date, but the trains typically are. So I know that that was a lot to take in, guys, but what I was basically telling you is that there is going to be 4 separate tutorials for all of this. The first tutorial, which is this one, is going to focus on the building. The second tutorial will focus on the inside and the outside of the station. The third tutorial will probably be the steam train. And the fourth tutorial will focus on this more up-to-date modern train. All of those will, once they've been posted, which is going to happen over the next week, will appear in both the card system and the description below. So look out for them. They're going to appear every other day. This first one is going to appear on Saturday, the next one Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You guys get the idea. So that is way more than enough talking. Why don't I show you how to actually make this train station? So if you want to make it, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some polished andesite, some stone bricks, some glass, some dark oak wood stairs, some oak wood slabs, some block of quartz, and some cyan stained clay. Now, you will be needing loads more stuff. Namely this stuff that you see in the inventory. You might want to take a note of it, grab everything that you see. Once you have it, you can then proceed onto building your train station. So my train station is going to be built roughly about here. I'm building in the same world as I have my public park because I think that I'm going to try and start building, very, very slowly mind you, going to start building a city. So I'm going to begin the train station by placing 1 brick on the ground, with an andesite on top of it. Then I'm going to go up by 5 with the stone bricks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go right of that 5th stone brick by 6 with your brick. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we want to do 2 things. Not only do we want to go down from this 6th block by 3 with the stone bricks, 1, 2, 3, then 1 with the polished andesite, but we also want to go up on top of that 6th brick by 2 with the stone bricks, 1, 2, then do 2 upright diagonals, 1, 2, then we want to go right by 2, 1, 2, we then want to go up by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We then want to do 3 upright diagonals, 1, 2, 3, then 3 bottom right diagonals, 1, 2, 3. We then want to take that 3rd bottom right diagonal and we want to go left of it to connect back to where we first started, but we also want to go down from it. And we want to go down from this block until we are able to connect it to this block that we started going up on top of with our row of 6. So we want to drag it down until it is level, connect it over to the left, and then we want to take the same block that we just connected to the left and we want to go right of it by 2 with the stone bricks. That's 1 and 2. We then want to do 2 bottom right diagonals, that's 1 and 2. We then want to go down by 2, 1, 2. And then we want to do a few things here. We want to take this second block, we want to drag it all the way over to the left, and we want to connect it to the opposite side, but we also want to go down from it by 3 with our stone bricks. That's 1, 2, 3, and then 1 with our polished andesite. We then also want to take in the same block once again, go right of it by 6, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we want to go down from it by 4 with the stone bricks, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. What we can then do is we can, going left, connect this block to the next andesite block that we have in our row, and then we want to, moving through this andesite that we already have, we want to move left by 5 with the andesite, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to go up on top of this block by 2 with the stone bricks, that's 1, 2. We then want to do an up left diagonal. We can then go left of this by 1 with the glass, then do a stone brick going left. We then want to do a bottom left diagonal. We then want to go down by 1, then do a polished andesite. We then want to go left until we connect to the previous polished andesite, and then we want to continue going left until we connect back to where we very first started. And the shape that we should have should look a little bit like this, which is a very suspicious shape indeed. Well, once you've got this shape, this is what we want to do next. We have to make a couple of alterations to it using the bricks. So, on the very left and right of this, we want to, starting from on top of this ledge at the very left of the build, on top of the stone bricks, we want to come in with the regular bricks, and we want to start on this second block, and we want to drag it to the right. We then want to start on top of the row of bricks that we've just placed, and starting from the second block from the left in the row of bricks, we want to place a block on top of it and drag it to the right to give us this. We also, in this very corner block where we have the tower, in this very corner of this row of stone bricks where we have the tower, we want to have a bricks. Not only do we want to do this on the left, but also the right. So on the right, a block in this corner. We also want to, starting from this ledge on the very far right, we want to have, starting from the second block in, a row of bricks. And then on top, starting from the right on the second block in, we want another row of bricks. And this will end up looking a little something like that. Wonderful. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to fill in the walls with their individual windows and all of that fun stuff. So we'll start from the bottom, we'll work our way up. This very left hand side, this very left hand window, we want to have 2 rows of glass, and they want to be right in the center. We want to have 2 rows of 3 glass, starting from the bottom, working the way up. We want 2 rows like that, right? We then want to have bricks all the way around this. What we then want to do is we want to have upside down oakwood stairs directly underneath this window. We will then need different materials. We'll need ourselves the, we already have the oakwood stairs, funnily enough. What we're looking for is we're looking for spruce wood slabs, which I forgot about, and we will also need some spruce wood fence. So above the window, we want a row of 3 spruce wood slabs. Left and right of those, we want a row of oakwood stairs. We then want to connect those oakwood stairs down with a row of spruce wood fence, like this. Not only do we want to do this on the very left hand side, but if you go to the right and do the same thing, then that will save us some time. So we want to place 2 rows of 3 glass right in the center, 1 and 2 like that. We then want to do bricks going all the way around like this. We then want to do upside down oakwood stairs directly below the window with spruce wood slabs directly above. We then want to have oakwood stairs left and right, and we want to have spruce fence left and right of that. Then what we want to do is we want to take out our glass, and where we have these 2 little spacers next to the actual entrance here, we want to, on top of these 2 center andesite blocks, want to stack 2 rows of 2 glass. So that's the first, and then 2 rows of 2 glass on the right. We then want to fill the entire rest of the weird looking shapes in with bricks, as I'm doing now. Then, above and below the windows that we've made, we're going to have, okay, so we'll focus above first. We want to have spruce wood slabs above the windows. Then we want to have some seats below the windows. And for the seats, we actually need materials that I don't think we have. We need spruce wood stairs. And we also need signs. We want to have 2 spruce wood stairs directly in front of the bottom of the windows with signs, left and right of them, as you can see me doing right now. What we then want to do is we want to make the entrance look a bit more spectacular. We'll take out our glass, and since we already have one glass in here, we basically just want to do an N shape with our glass, and we just want to fill in the exit. This is actually an exit onto the actual platform for the trains. We then want to left and right of the bottom andesites for the exit, we want to have stone brick stairs, but they want to be upside down. We then want to go up on top of those stairs with our spruce fence, and we want to go up on top of the stairs by 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then 1, 2, and 3. We then want to place oak wood stairs on top. We then want to connect the lower half of the stairs together with a row of spruce wood slabs. Then if we come up above into this center middle section of the front of our station, starting from the very left hand side of this bottom row, we want to place a brick. Right of that, 2 glass. We want to go up by 1 and then right by 8 with the glass. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We then want to go down 1, right 1. Fill in the center of this completely with bricks, as you can see me doing right now. Next thing we have to do is the big giant clock that is right here that allows us to know if we're actually going to catch our train on time, because that's quite important. So we're going to fill in the very center of this thing with bricks, plus the center of the shape, the little triangular shape at the top, we're also going to fill that in with bricks as well. We'll need some materials for this. So the stuff that we'll need includes block of quartz, we'll need some dark oak wood stairs, we also need cyan stained clay, and we also need a bit of black wool. So, starting from the very bottom center block in this layer of bricks that we have, we want to place a block of quartz. Above that, we want to place... No, you know what? It's easier like this. We then, from this block of quartz, want to do 2 up left diagonals, then 2 up right diagonals, 2 bottom right diagonals, then a bottom left diagonal. We then want to place a cyan stained clay right in the center of this shape, right and above a black wool to show the time, or, you know, left and bottom or left and right, whatever you want the time to display. We need block of quartz all the way in the center of that, and then we want to place dark oak wood stairs around the clock. So as logically as you can place them, you want to have a layer of stairs that kind of outline the clock like this. And that is what the front of your train station should look like. It's not actually that complicated to build, or at least I hope that you didn't run into many complications, if any, building it, because I think that is quite easy. Well, once you've got that taken care of, ladies and gentlemen, the next thing that we're going to do, because we don't want to do the roof just yet, is we're going to move on to the sides. So we'll focus on the busier side of this first of all. To focus on this busier side, we're going to need some bricks, we'll also need some stone bricks, we'll also need that old pal glass, we'll also need a new material which I actually don't have, which is going to be oak wood fence, plus we need some regular stone slabs, and that should just about be it. I'm going to throw everything else away. So on the very left of our train station, where we have this top corner stone brick block, I'm going to go left of this towards where the back of the station is going to be by 6 with the stone bricks. That rhymes. Wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I then want to go down from the 6th stone brick by... I want to go down by 3 with the brick. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then I need another material. We're going to need andesite, and then we want to place an andesite underneath that stone brick. Then we want to return back up to this 6th stone brick block, and we want to go left of it by a further 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go down from that 6th block by 3 with the bricks. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then place an andesite underneath. We then want to go left once again of this 6th stone brick by, you might have guessed this, a further 6 stone bricks. I know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so repetitive. Then go down by 4 with your stone bricks. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then go right of that 4th stone brick with your polished andesite until you connect all the way to the center part of this side of the sign. We then want to continue through this, and we want to place an additional andesite. On top of this andesite, we want to place a layer of bricks until we hit the roof. We then want to go right until we hit the right hand side. We then want to go down by 2 with our bricks, and then we want to place another andesite underneath there. We then want to take this andesite that is right of the andesite that we just placed, and we want to connect it over to the right hand side to connect back full circle. We then have to place some windows. So these windows are on the left and right hand side of this particular side. They are rows of 3 glass right in the very center. So 2 rows of 3 glass right in the very bottom with bricks surrounding them, like what you can see me doing now. So just bricks going all the way around them. Then we want to have a layer of stone slabs directly above the window, and they also want to come out by 1 left and right, with oak wood fence protruding down from the very left and right stone slabs, as you can see me place here. So we just want to have something which should look a little bit like this. If you like, what you can then add, and I haven't done this in the original version, but it's only just occurring to me, you could add either some seats, or you could add nothing at all. Completely up to you. Seats might make sense. Add them if you want, basically, is what I'm telling you. Okay, once you've got that taken care of, we're now going to move on to the opposite side. We want to start building up the other side here. The other side is quite easy because there's a lot less detail in this particular side. So we're going to take this very corner block here, this one, this stone brick, and we want to go right of this block towards the back by 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go down from that by 3 with your stone bricks, 1, 2, and 3. Then 1 with your andesite. Return back up to the 6th stone brick. Go right of it by 6 with your stone bricks, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then go down by 4 with your stone bricks, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, or 3 with your stone bricks, and then a 1 with your andesite, just as we did previously. Then go right of that 6th stone brick by 6 with your stone bricks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then go down by 4 with your stone bricks, actually 4 this time, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then take out your andesite and connect that block all the way over to the opposite side, connecting to the front of the station, like this. Then what you can do is just fill this side of the station in with bricks. Now, you don't have to fill them in with bricks if you don't want. Add a window if you like. The only problem is that on this side, we have a coffee shop. So there's a coffee shop right at the front here. So you could add a glass window in here if you so chose. Nobody's going to stop you doing that. But if you add windows in the middle or on the end, there's kind of toilets. So, I mean, if you want to add them, so there's windows leading into the toilets, then you can. I'm not going to stop you, but I would highly recommend against that, to be completely honest with you. So, once you've figured out whether you want to have windows in your toilets or not, you can head to the back of your train station. Take out your polished andesite and connect the back 2 corners of the bottom of your train station left and right with a row of polished andesite, like I said. So connect it left and right with a row of polished andesite. Also rhymes. We then want to, starting from the very top left-hand corner on the left-hand side of the train station, this block right here, we want to go right of this by 6 with our stone bricks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We then want to go up by 2. That's 1 and 2. Then do 2 upright diagonals, 1 and 2. Then go right by 2, 1, 2. Then go up by 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then do 3 upright diagonals, 1, 2, 3. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals, 1, 2, 3. We then want to connect that 3rd bottom right diagonal all the way over to the left, but we also want to take that diagonal and we want to go down from it by 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go left of this block until you connect back to where you first started, but also go right of it by 2. 1, 2. Then do 2 bottom right diagonals, 1 and 2. Then go down by 2, 1, 2. Then go left of this second block until you connect all the way over to the opposite side. And also go right of that block until you connect all the way over to the opposite side again, like the right hand side. What we then want to do is, you can see where we have these connections between the stone bricks for the tower, like the rows of 2. Connect those down through to the very bottom of the back of your train station, preferably in the right place. So you want to have something which should look like this. On the back of the train station, there is admittedly a lot less detail than the front of the train station. That's mainly because on the back of the train station we have things here, like we have quite a bit of toilets, and we have like the ticket section and stuff, so it doesn't really lend itself very well to windows exactly. But I mean, it's up to you where you want to add these things. But on mine, we have a window on the very bottom right here. So we have a window, it looks like this. We've got a row of 3 glass coming up from the very bottom. We've got 2 rows of 3 glass right in the center coming up from the bottom. And then we also have a window right here in the center. So can you see that window that we have on the front? We want the same one on the back. So if we were to start from the very bottom left hand side in this very center shape, we want to place a brick going from the left to the right. We then want to place 2 glass going right. We want to go up by 1, right by 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We want to go down 1, right 1. What we can then do is fill the entire of the back of the train station in with bricks. So we can fill the very center part in with bricks as we've just done. We can fill this area that we have the windows in with bricks. We can fill the entire bottom in with bricks, because like I said, I mean, you might be able to slot them in once we actually do the interior. I mean, once you get the interior done, that's when you can start deciding like, oh, I want some windows here and there. But if you add them in now, you might be a bit disappointed if you add them in where toilets are and stuff, because I just don't think that makes sense. And if we also come to the very top part here where the tower is, we also want to fill this in with bricks too. And once we've done this, we can add the additional bricks around the place. So there we go, that's the back filled in with bricks. Doesn't look as nice as the front, but what can you do? On the back, where we have the bricks on the front, the additional part, so on the left side, the right side, and in those corners, we want the same on the back. So starting from the left-hand side here, starting from the second block, we want a row of bricks connecting to the tower. On top of that row of bricks, starting from the second block, we want another row of bricks connecting to the tower. We want one right in the corner here, between the tower and the lower half. We want one on the opposite side. We also, starting from the very right-hand side on the second block, and we want a row of bricks. And then on that row of bricks, starting from the second block from the right, we want an additional row of bricks to give us something which should look like this. And once you've got that taken care of, we now have to do the clock on the back, because of course there's a clock on the back as there is the front. So if anybody's actually like behind, like let's say if anybody's in that park and they spot the time on the train station like, oh god, I'm late for my train, that's why there's a clock on the back. For this, we'll of course need our block of quartz, we'll need our dark oak wood stairs, we'll also need our black wool and our cyan stained clay. Starting from the very bottom center brick of the tower, we want to place a block of quartz. Do 2 upper left diagonals from it with the quartz, 2 upper right, 2 bottom right diagonals, 1 bottom left diagonal. We then want to place a cyan stained clay right in the very center. We want to place a black wool above and right of the cyan stained clay. Fill the center in with block of quartz, and then do dark oak wood stairs upside down and regular around the clock in a logical position as such, to just kind of give a little bit of a border to the clock, just so that it makes it look a little bit nicer, basically. Once you've got that taken care of, this is what we have to do next. So those are each one of the walls of the train station complete. Once you've got that done, there's really only one thing that we need to do, and this requires some dark oak wood stairs. We'll also need a material that we don't have, which is loads of them. We'll need dark oak wood slabs, we'll need oak wood stairs, and oak wood slabs. Let me show you how the actual roof for the train station is going to look. We'll begin on the front left-hand side of the train station. We want to start left of this very corner stone brick, and we want to have a dark oak wood stairs on the left-hand side of it. We then want to have an oak wood stairs above it coming up diagonally, with another oak wood stairs above that. We then want to have a row of oak wood slabs until we hit the stone brick. We want to have an oak wood stairs here, with one above that. and then we want to have an oak wood slab right at the top, so it's actually easier to see than explain, but that's what it wants to look like. Or at least that's what the middle part of the roof wants to look like, because the outer part of the roof looks very different. The outer part of the roof is essentially the same, although it overhangs one row, and it is also made out of dark oak wood stairs. I like to contrast my roofs a lot. I don't like them to be one singular material. Therefore, we have dark oak wood stairs on the outer part of this, and we have oak wood stairs on the inner part. Do you guys see how this is going to look? So if we would come to the back, we would do the same thing. So on this corner, we'd have an oak wood stairs, a dark oak wood stairs, mind you. Then we'd have oak wood stairs, a layer of oak wood slabs on the flat bit until we reach the stone brick, then an oak wood stairs here, 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 and then when we reach the very top, an oak wood slab. But on the outer part, we would have the same thing, just the same thing, using just the dark oak wood stairs. So where you have the oak wood stairs, you place dark oak wood stairs. Where you have the oak wood slabs, you place dark oak wood slabs. It looks like this. The way that it connects together is very simple. The very outer row, you want to connect together with dark oak wood stairs, so on the very left. But the inner rows, the middle part of the roof, want to be just oak wood. So you want to have oak wood stairs where there's oak wood stairs. You want to have oak wood slabs where there's oak wood slabs, going all the way up the side of the roof. It looks exactly like that, and you can just imagine the entire thing done. You won't have to imagine soon because I'm going to be doing it. Not only do we do this on the left, but we also do the same thing on the right as well. If we come all the way up to the very top of the clock tower, however, the roof does look slightly different. So if we come up to the top of the clock tower, on the very outer part of this stone brick, so like on the very side of the tower here, where we have the horizontal row of stone bricks, we want a dark oak wood stair on the outer part. We then want a oak wood stairs above, and we want to keep tapering up oak wood stairs until we reach the top, in which we'll then place a dark oak wood slab. Then coming down the opposite side, we want oak wood stairs until we reach the side, in which we then want a dark oak wood stairs. Then overhanging the front of the clock tower, we want a layer of dark oak wood stairs until we reach the top, then we want a dark oak wood slab. Then we want to come back down with a layer of dark oak wood stairs. Underneath these dark oak wood stairs, however, we want to have a layer of upside down oak wood stairs to make it look a bit nicer at the top of the clock tower. I wanted the clock tower to look completely different to the lower roof, and it kinda does because it's far more detailed. That's how the clock tower roof will look. That's the front of it. The back will be the same. We'll connect it together in the same fashion that we do the big main part of the roof. So, knowing all of that, guys, I'm going to go away. I'm going to complete the roof, and then I'll be back in just a moment once I've actually done that, and then if you like, we can talk about it and I can show you how you actually do it again, just to show you how it connects together. Back in a moment, it'll take a while. And there we have it, guys. Those are each one of the 3 roofs complete. We have the one on the left, we have the one on the right, and we have the one just at the top of the tower. So, it's very, very easy, as you can see. The very edge of the roof is simply dark oak wood plank, and the very inside of the roof is oak wood plank. It's the same on the left, it's the same on the right, and at the top here we have a very, very similar thing, except we have dark oak wood slabs right all the way up at the top, running from the back to the front, and we also have upside down oak wood stairs. Now, that'll take you a while to do, so if you need to, pause this video, and once you've got that taken care of, you can then proceed on to the next part of this tutorial, although it's very, very easy to do this next part. So, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to take out our polished andesite, and we're just going to run a row of polished andesite directly underneath the entire train station. So all the way underneath the train station, we're going to go all the way around it. We're going to place a layer of polished andesite underneath it. There's nothing complicated about this whatsoever. You guys won't have any issues doing this, but place andesite underneath it, run it all the way underneath, run it all the way around, and once you've got that taken care of, which is all done and dusted, then add a layer of bricks underneath this. Now, I know that this may look a little bit weird at the moment, so you'll notice that you've got like andesite stacked on top of andesite. Well, that is actually going to be covered up If not in this tutorial, because I don't think I'm going to do it in this tutorial, it will be covered up in the next tutorial for this. So when I actually do like the inside and the outside, which will feature the very inside of the train station and the platform and the walkway and stuff, because this is just the raw building. So once I actually move on to the next tutorial, we will cover up that second layer of andesite that sits directly underneath with like a platform and stairs and stuff going around the train station. But for now, it looks a little bit weird like this. So what we now want to do to prepare for the next episode, what we now want to do is we want to make the entire inside of this train station, and we may have to change aspects of this in the next tutorial. We want to make the entire inside of the train station, the floor at the very least, oak wood planks. So it should be quite obvious to you guys where the actual floor is. It's right here in line with the layer of andesite that we actually just placed. So it's in line with the andesite that we just placed. You guys will be able to take care of that, no problem whatsoever. But the entire inside of the bottom of this wants to be oak wood planks. And that is an assignment I'm going to give you between this video and the next one. So I'm not actually going to cut out and do it. I'm going to do this once this tutorial is actually concluded, because the tutorial has actually concluded. This is the train station. Now, I know that it does look a bit weird without the platform, without the actual entrance on this side, without being able to get up to it. It looks a little bit strange, but like I said, I'm going to include that in the next tutorial for this. If you want to make your own, feel free, continue on. It's up to you, but I will include all of that in the next tutorial, so look out for that and the 2 train tutorials. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. I honestly would. I really would appreciate it if you could like, favorite, and share. I would love it if you helped me out like that. I honestly would. I spent a lot of time on this, and especially the trains. Some of the trains were harder than the actual station itself. If you could comment down below and let me know if you like this. Would you like to see something else? Do you have any other bigger builds in mind with large different components to them, like an airport? I know a lot of you guys want to see that, but do you have anything else rolling around in your head that you think that I'd like to build, or whether you just want to see it? It doesn't really matter whether I'd like to build it. If you guys want it, I'll build it anyway. Also, check out the cards in the description below, because that is where you will find the next component of this tutorial. You will find the inside and the outside tutorial that will appear in 2 days on the Monday, and you will also find the trains. So the first one will be the steam train, the second one will be the modern train. Also, check out Twitter at TSMC360. If you make this, or you make your own trains, or you do the inside differently, show me a picture. I love it when you guys send me pictures of your worlds and your builds. I love it. One of my favorite things to do is look through Twitter and see what you guys have done. Subscribe if you haven't already. It makes all of this very easy to keep track of. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.